Hi everyone. So for the last few months, everyone is talking about tanker stocks, especially the famous one NAT, Nordic American Tankers. It got me thinking to discuss as to how do these stocks make money? Will this be a good year for this company? And is it short term or the trend is going to continue in the future as well with regards to Nordic American tankers, right? So it is very important to understand as to how Nordic American tankers make money. Now, Nordic American operates a fleet of 23 Suezmax vessels, each capable of carrying up to 1 million barrels of crude oil, right? The vessels are about 12 years old on average. 10 were built after 2009 and 13 were built between 2000 and 2009. While they are smaller than super tankers, which can carry around 2 billion barrels of crude, these smaller ships offer some advantages, for example, in terms of flexibility, in that they can go to places where larger ships cannot, right? So that is one of the advantages that Nordic American tankers have because they are smaller than the super tankers. Now, under normal conditions, Nordic American makes its money by moving crude oil from where it is produced to where it is refined, right? So just moving the crude oil from where it is being produced to where it is refined. The charters for its vessels are measured in day rates, and business is particularly good right now, as you are aware, given the pandemic and how the oil has been oversupplied. In the first quarter, Nordic American said that the average time charter equivalent it earned was $44,100 per day per ship, which is up almost 40% from $31,700 in the fourth quarter of 2019. Now, that's also substantially higher than the approximately $8,000 per day it cost the company to operate one of those vessels. Now, as a result, Nordic American earned $39.5 million in the first quarter, or 0.27 per share. That was up sevenfold from last year and more than triple what it earned in the last quarter of 2019 alone, right? So now if we talk about the current time period, the business is booming. Day rates for ships continue to go up as the global oil production continues to exceed both demand and onshore storage capacity. As of May 18th alone, when Nordic American reported its first quarter results, the company had already booked 75% of the available trading days. Time not already contracted for the second quarter at an average of $50,000 per day per ship. Now that's 13.4% higher than it was earning in the first quarter. Given the serious supply-demand imbalance in the oil market, Nordic American and its peers are likely to enjoy higher rates and strong demand for the ships for much of 2020, and much of it for use as floating storage, right? And given its dividend is a priority as well and has paid every quarter since 1997, through the amount has fluctuated based on market conditions. Now the question arises, what will happen in future, and will this last forever? So right now, companies in the oil tanker business are riding a huge wave of excess crude and a relatively tight supply of vessels. For a company like Nordic American that operates primarily in the spot market as opposed to sinking long-term agreements, that should mean a very profitable year ahead. As a result, shareholders will continue to be rewarded through the company's primary method of returning value to them, which is the dividends. And looking ahead, if the tides could turn relatively quickly for Nordic, 16 net new Swiss Max tankers are on track to be added to global fleets by the year end. Another 21 will hit the water in 2021, and another 9 more should float in 2022. So going forward, my expectation is that this stock won't change its spot. The company will continue to focus on the spot market, which will result in big profits when conditions are tight and thinner profits when the supply-demand balance shifts. And since the company prioritizes paying out the bulk of its profit during both good and bad times in dividends, its share price will likely continue to swing up and down rather than generating the sustained capital appreciation it takes to turn a stock into a very millionaire maker investment sort of thing. So that is it for today. If you haven't subscribed to my videos, please subscribe for amazing new content which will be coming up every week. Give a like or a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. See ya. Bye.